if they are shut down and they've had to furlough most of their staff and they're effectively not offering a service right now in that they've closed down, how can they still engage with their customers? And what's the right type of message they should be putting forward towards their clients despite being closed?
I think the first piece of advice on that is to let people know that you're still here. Because I think there's a risk there that people think, we had an example yesterday where I'd had a letter from an IP law firm about a trademark that we needed to do some work with. So I called the office number, huge firm in London, and the line just rang. Nobody picked up the call. So for me to think, what's happening? Are you there? Are you not? Is nobody working? I think it's really important that people know that you're still here, first and foremost.
Something as simple as updating your office voicemail, or just even putting one tweet out to say, we maybe did out of office replies, for instance, things simple like that.
I think the out of office is a very underused tool. I think, it's a really good communications tool, and signposting people to, if that person's not there, who do they need to speak to? It's little things like that that are really important, but just show that you are still there. I know we were talking this morning about when this first started, and all of a sudden all you saw were people screenshotting Zoom calls and sharing them on their LinkedIn feeds, and that's great at the beginning while everybody's getting used to it, but actually it's even more important now. If you're still there as a team together, share those now, because people will want to know that you're still there. So first and foremost, let people know you're still there. And I think after that, it's communicating with your customers. No doubt people's businesses will have changed hugely over the last few weeks. So how have they changed? How are you adapting your business? And what is the impact of that on your customers? You need to tell them. Can you still fulfill deliveries? Are you still going to be there for technical support? Making sure that people know that what is there and what you can do. And then I think it comes back to that being visible and helpful. Don't sell. Don't do the hard sell at the minute. It's just not going to be well
going back to
received.
the legal Q&A we did the other week, one of the things, when one of the people who had a conversation about this question was saying, well, I'm in the marketing department and I'm going to be furloughed from tomorrow, so I technically can't do my job. And I think that was quite an interesting approach, and that if you're still in work, and you need to work out between the team who's going to do it, because it's effectively, you can't drop off communication. Communication's always going to be going on. Like you mentioned, it's always good to know whether you're open, whether you're not open, how members can contact you, because it will be over one day and people will still need your products effectively.
And that's the thing. I think if you disappear off the radar now, it's going to take a lot more time for you to build that profile back up again when we come out the other side of this. I think by staying visible, and I know resources aren't, people haven't necessarily got huge resources at the moment, but it doesn't have to be full-blown campaigns. It's just basic communication with customers. Yeah.
I know I think you were saying about the LinkedIn on Zoom call photos. I know the other one that I saw was quite popular at the start was it was highlighting the members of the team are still active, saying, the managing director was saying, we're closed down now, but we've got a skeleton team still running their main business, and listed everyone who's still active, saying, you can contact these people, whereas the rest of the team's been furloughed, unfortunately, but this is a team that's still open, so still got a public face of some sort, at least to external clients and suppliers, I think.
And I think direct communication as well is important. I think if your customers are seeing that you're all over LinkedIn, but they've not had a single email from you directly telling you what's going on, if I was a customer, I'd be feeling a little bit, well, you've obviously got time to update your LinkedIn, but what about me and how you can support me? So I think it's important to think about that direct contact.